just realized that this logo is like right underneath my other logo. It's kind of pointless to have this logo. Boo! Do I put this up here? Do I just get rid of it? Do I make it really small? And we have two High Noon logos. Am I scared? I'm not scared. Oh, I am not scared. Pow. Small. I'm so confused. What is up, guys? How's it going? We're going to wait for just a second. Gonna pop this stream up on the Instagram. Hold on. Get the link. Just pop it over into the story. Let's do this. Show you guys real quick. That's not you guys. This is you guys. Maybe. Maybe. Maybe not. Instagram doesn't like to flip my camera, apparently. Oh, is it because I've got a... Oh, I see. I see. Alright, alright. We'll just take a quick... Let's do this. Let's just take a quick picture. Bam! Look at that. Whoa! Alright. What is up, guys? Small logo good. Yes, stupid iPhones. I agree. Okay. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I had to share that on the Instagram story. I don't really have anything in particular to talk about today. I just wanted to go live, hang out, you know. Yes. We got some cool stickers. Oh, boom. Maybe. No, take over for my face. Take over for my face. Boom. Look at that. We got the Yeah Buggy. We got the Sons of Crawl. And if you guys didn't know, I am into drones as well, so we've got the Black Sheep Squad on there for a little drone action. But yeah, I don't have anything particular to talk about in this live stream. I just wanted to go live this Sunday. I start off with a little recent events really quickly. So sorry, getting distracted. Squirrel. I'm gonna bring this. Let's see. Maybe if I do this, then I can like actually look at you guys while I'm talking, and it'll still be on my face. Let's start out with some recent events. This week was a pretty busy RC crawling week for the High Noon Hobby Garage. We still have a broken High Noon Hobby Capra. Unfortunately, the front axle on that guy is super unhappy. Snapped right open. The axle housing, that is. So we've got to deal with that. But I was told that I was going to get a Capra axle this weekend, and I didn't get a Capra axle this weekend. It's fine. I didn't expect it, you know. Would have been nice, but I didn't expect it. But we still don't have a replacement axle housing for the Capra, so that guy is still up in the High Noon garage right now, and we're waiting on that. I think for now that I am going to just keep the axial, or keep the Capra on stock axial housings, but that's going to change very soon. When I say very soon, I mean within the next couple of months, probably. We're going to be switching over to some metal housings. So if anyone has recommendations for which metal housings you think that I should use, drop them in the comments down below. And you can, hey, if you get me, I thought that they were out of stock of the front axial Capra front axle housings. I don't know for sure. Maybe they're not, but I thought that they were. So that is, I went to the hobby shop and I didn't even ask because I thought that they were out. But if you have an idea for what metal axle housings, whether that be Vanquish or Trial or any of the other brands out there, let me know down in the comments, in the live comments, in the comments after this video is over, what axle you think I should use and why you think I should use it. Or if you don't think I should switch to a metal housing, let me know why you don't think I should switch to a metal housing, because I personally just want it for looks and weight, and durability is kind of secondary to me because I really haven't had too many problems with the stock housings. I mean, this is the first time that I've broken a stock housing and I have gone ham on those things. So I don't know that it's necessarily or that it's necessary to go to a metal housing. So if you don't think that I should, let me know in the comment section down below. Ooh, see, doing the Vanquish, the VPs, and getting them... Is it hydro dipping or the... Well, I mean, I guess I don't know if you know someone that hydro dips. I know that recently Scumbag RC, Luke from Scumbag RC, found someone who does some very well-priced anodizing. And he can do all sorts of crazy like splatter patterns and really cool stuff. So if you're interested in getting parts anodized, definitely reach out to Scumbag RC. I believe I did not write down the name of the person that he told me, but it would be on his Instagram page. So check out the Scumbag RC Instagram page, and you'll be able to find that anodizer there. Jalopy Garage, how you doing, Kenny? Hope you're having a lovely Sunday. So now that we're over that Capra talk that we have to have every live stream. Recent events. This was a busy week. I have not fixed the Capra. Now we've covered that. I did stop at the hobby shop and grab quite a few new parts. One of the new things that I grabbed for all of you that have been telling me for so long that I should do it. I don't know why I waited so long to do it. But look at that. Look at that. Maybe. Yeah. Look at that. We've got Proline crawlers finally. We ditched the axial crawlers and we went to some Proline crawlers. So these are just barely broken in. I got to use them for the first time yesterday out at the cash comp that was put on by Cameron and the nerds. And the sluts helped out, of course, as we always will. But these things are great. I don't know why I waited so long to switch. Well, I know why. It's because I'm really stubborn, and I want to prove that things that are cheap or even free to me and are considered not very good can still be good. And so I really wanted these tires. Cable longer here. I really wanted these tires to be great. And they, to be fair, they are great. I still think they're great. I mean, these are literally stock tires, and these have lasted for how long? Years? I mean, they were on Scumbag's rig when I got it. I think he had to have had them on there for some period of time before me, and now I've been using them for like almost 8 months or so. These are not bad tires by any means. The durability on them is incredible, and once they break in, they're really nice, but they're just not as good as the Proline crawlers. And now I'm actually kind of curious. So if I were to look at these side to side, obviously yeah? Okay. Obviously, Proline crawlers are just slightly bigger, and that's totally normal. The axial crawlers are more rounded, and I'm torn on that, on whether or not the rounded edge or the sharp edge is better. I guess, technically speaking, the sharp edge should be better, should give you more bite, but something about the rounded edge almost seems to give you more consistency. So if you're looking to be able to break traction more consistently, understand exactly how your traction's going to break, maybe a rounded lug pattern like this is better. But I don't know. You tell me if you think that's the case. Width, yes, definitely. Width on the ProLine version is obvious. We've got more width on the ProLine version, and if we've got more width, we've got more contact patch, and if we've got more contact patch, we've got more grip. So hypothetically speaking, these should be providing more grip. I'm just kind of I'm trying to figure out why I like these so much, and I still can't figure out why I like these so much. So I think even though these are off the comp rig, I still need to do more testing between these two, especially now that I've got this set on here on the exact same setup. Well, almost the exact same setup. I guess I should say there are more parts I've added to the comp rig, but pretty similar setup. I want to try out the ProLine and really try to figure out what the difference is and why I like these and why I kept these on for so long, because I did like them quite a lot. Let's see. So I got these tires. I'm done comparing those. If you're interested in a full-on comparison between those, let me know, because you drive with them. Hey, I drive with my glasses on, okay? Most of the time. The other thing that I got that you can kind of see in here, you can see it reflecting in there, at least. You can't really see it too well, but you can see it reflecting. We've got the Rock Pirates dual servo mount that I got put in there, finally. That is a much needed upgrade to this guy so that I can start working on the next upgrade, which is going to be putting an actual winch servo in here. I actually, you know what? No, we're here. We're on a live stream. This is what a live stream is all about. Who has any opinions? I'm going to pop this over here. See if I can find it. So I just saw this. I think is it this winch servo? Does anyone know? Is Taylor in here? Taylor, what servo did you just get? Was it Power Hobby? Thought it was Power Hobby. It could be crazy, but Taylor just got a winch here. I'll bring you guys over so you can see what I'm actually doing here. Oh, our music stopped. Oh, that's okay. I need a winch servo, so if anyone has recommendations for winch servos, which winch servo to get, definitely throw your opinions out there. I was quite intrigued because I saw a winch servo that our good buddy Taylor from the Slut Crawlers, who was out there yesterday at the Cash Comp, he had a winch servo that had the boom racing. Boom racing. Thank you so much, Kenny. Okay, so I'm super curious about this winch servo because it has a spool release. That's all reefs. That's not what I'm looking for here. Muscle winch? Yes. I think this is it. Yes. Okay, check this out. So it's got, obviously it's internal spool, so that's nice. But check this out right here. It has like a... It has a quick release button on the bottom of the boom racing. Have you seen another winch servo that has a frickin' quick release button on it? I've never seen that before. And come on, that is brilliant. That is frickin' brilliant to have a quick release on a winch servo. $68, not bad at all either. It looked like it was doing pretty well yesterday. I don't know. I'm gonna have to check in with Taylor and see what he thought about it. But if anyone has any opinions here, that mount is made for a low-profile winch. Okay, wait. So can you not use a full-size winch on it seems like you should totally be able to use a full-size winch on this Rock Pirates mount. Oh, I see. Alec realizes. Okay, so the Rock Pirates dual servo winch mount doesn't have a drop through for the winch side or dual servo mount. Oh man, those are always so hard to get out. Okay. Okay, I see what you're saying. And it wouldn't work. You're right. Dang. Well, I could go back to the 3D printed. Okay, so for everyone who's not keeping up here with what Mike is saying, hold on. Music again. Okay, so for everyone who's not keeping up with what is going on right now in my head and mostly Mike's head, because there's not much going on in my head most of the time, but this dual servo mount plate from the it's made to mount sideways. Yeah, exactly. So this dual servo or this dual servo mount plate from Rock Pirates that's got obviously your mount for a standard steering servo on one side and then a winch servo on the other side. The spot for the winch servo is meant to mount the winch not upright but perpendicular, right? Like sideways. And you can tell that because there's no drop through plate on the side for the winch plate. And we can probably take a look at Rock Pirates' website, and I'm sure they've got a picture demonstrating how it's actually supposed to be utilized. That is a very good point. Dang, that's unfortunate because I really like the quick release button. I need to figure out a way to get some sort of quick release button, because that quick release, it's not just like it's not an electronic quick release. It's literally it detaches it unlocks the teeth from the gear and makes it so that you can free spool it. And that is going to, by far, no matter what, that is always going to be the fastest way for you to pull winch cable out. And I mean, that makes it, in my mind, pretty, it makes it more competitive with something like one of those, the D-band style, the stretchy winches, because the stretchy winch is always going to be your fastest option. If you need to get a winch out quickly, if you're short on time, using a winch servo is like the worst thing you can do, because it takes so much time to winch out and winch back in, and especially if you don't have a place to mount your winch hook that isn't all the way spooled in. If you have to spool your winch hook all the way in every single time, not a good deal. I'm going to tighten this body mount while I have this body off really quickly, because this body mount seems to just always get loose. There's really no way to avoid these are just, in case anyone's curious, like stock body mounts. Come on, yeah. So it's a stock body mount on just cut and then bolted straight through into the Rock Pirates shock mounts, and they are great. It's a super cheap and effective option. Gives you a lot of customizability, flexibility when it comes to where you put the body posts, but they do tend to loosen up, especially if they're old, like mine are. Okay. Just a little OCD came over me right there. Needed to take care of that. So that's unfortunate. I can't use that Boom Racing winch. I was basically sold on that winch. I thought that was gonna be the way. Dang. Well, maybe that gives me an excuse to buy my first Shift product. Let's see. Hold on. Mike's saying that he sent me a picture. Yes, okay, this is great. This is a great photo. Thank you, Mike. This is a great photo. Let's just throw it on the desktop real quick so everyone can see. So, for anyone who's interested, this is what we're talking about here. So the way that the... So I shouldn't throw this away, is what you're telling me? This is important? This is important, apparently. So you can see what I'm losing stuff. So sorry, I'm losing stuff. So this is I was wondering, I had this extra bag of parts that came along with that dual servo mount plate from Rock Pirates, and now I understand why. So if we take a look here, we can see the steering servo on that driver side, and then on the passenger side, you've got a low-profile winch mounted sideways. Mike running an internal spool 800 reefs. Very, very powerful little guy there. And you can see how it mounts in there. So these posts that came in that little baggie that I was so curious about what they were. See, here's what happens. I do things in steps usually, and I'm not trying to like toot my own horn here, right? Or anything like that. And this is not like a humble brag. I do a lot of stuff. And I consume a lot of information, like a lot of information, like an unhealthy amount of information. If you're that type of person, you can probably relate to this. I consume an unhealthy amount of information. So when I'm doing something, like when I'm installing a dual servo winch mount, like this guy, if I don't have a winch servo, right, or a dual servo mount, if I don't have a winch servo to install, I'm not going to watch the part of the video that shows me how to install the winch servo, right? I'm just going to watch the part of the video or read the part of the tutorial that gives me the piece that I need. And if I need that other information later, I will get that other information later. But if I try to consume it in that moment and retain it until I need it, it's not going to happen. It's definitely not going to happen. Tyler, I'm sorry I didn't say hi. How's it going, Tyler? And yes, once again, Kenny, thank you for letting me know. It's the boom racing one. So anyone who's interested, right? It's unfortunate that I can't use it. And if you have Rock Pirates, the Rock Pirates dual servo mount plate, you will not be able to use it either. Although this is mounted sideways. Is it? I mean, are we sure? Let's be sure. This is ridiculous. I need to zoom out on this. Is it this? Alt? Oh Jesus, what's happening? Did I do it right? Control. There we go. Cause see, this is sideways, at least in that picture, but it's still probably a full free spool unit. So we need to find a low profile RC winch servo with a free spool button. Of course, Shift RC is going to be the first one to come up. Yes, Mike, let's do this the right way. Okay, so on rockpirates.com, let's go into servo trays. SCX102 servo tray. La 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 la. La 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 la. Does it? Are you telling? Oh, okay. Well, winch servo post, winch servo tray will fit most comp truck design benefits. Provide winch mounting. Only a short winch such as a reef. So what's the 800? What's the size of the reef's 800? Reefs 800 IS. Profile winch. Size. Dimensions. 1.6 by 0.79 by 1.16. And then Dimensions, 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 dimensions. No dimensions? Oh, come on. Am I blind? Has anyone seen it? I don't see it anywhere. Hold on. I can see the weight. Boom racing muscle winch size. Oh, here we go. You mother effers. Dimensions 50. Oh, dear Lord. I hate conversions. Where am I? Here we go. 54. So really, 54 millimeters by 46.5 millimeters by 20 millimeters. 54 millimeters to inches. 2.12 inches. So it's 2.12. I'm guessing length, width, height. Is that how this one did it? Length, width, height. So 2.2 versus 1.6. And that's on the length. Width probably doesn't matter because that's all going to be pretty much the same. Height, 1.16 versus... Or do you think they're talking about... Because this seems like 54 would be this one. The long side. 54 by 46 would be this side. By 20 would be this side. That seems about right. So 54 is the top. And if that's the case, or from top to bottom. So if we're talking about 54 millimeters, we're talking about 2.1 inches versus 1.6 inches. So that will not work. It's official. Ladies and gentlemen, we have done the science. The math has been checked by professionals, and this winch will not work. It wouldn't, I guess it could have. It could have worked. I was going to say it wouldn't work anyways with the free spool button on it, but it won't work anyways. So, yep, there it is. We now know. Let's get some music going again. I'm not a big fan of the fact that it like goes back to the start of the song, it seems like, every time that I try to hit the playlist again. I will work on fixing that because I switch back and forth between those two views so much, or at least I'm trying to switch between those two views so much that if we got to restart the same song over and over again, it kind of defeats the purpose of me putting together a whole playlist for us. 25.4? Thank you. 25.4. Okay. That is a good number to keep in my mind. That's information that I'm going to try to actually retain. For sure. 1 times 25.4. So if anyone's interested in the conversion ratio, there it is. If you're not near Google, if you are, then we always have Google. Google will save us. Well, man, that derailed me from anything else that I was thinking about, but I was just really excited about that winch servo. I think if I'm not, I mean, the reef servos are super nice. Let's go back. I'm sorry, we're going to stop the music again. But can we talk about this? $150 winch servo? Like, $150 winch servo? Jeez, man. See now. Now, this is a little bit more reasonable. It's not I don't know. Reasonable may be the wrong word to use. It's not. It might not be. But this is oh, come on. You got me. You bamboozled me. Let's do the actual shift winch servo. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, okay. So it is basically the same. XLP. It does. See, that's fair. The Reefs does pull Ron, and that is something to its credit. It is incredibly powerful. I don't know that I need that much power. My rig, this rig is like very light. I don't think that it is. I mean, it's not a flat rail, and it is Rock Pirates parts, but I don't have any, there's no extra weighting. Like, I have not added any additional weighting whatsoever to this truck. It's just the weight of the actual, well, okay, I lied. There are brass outers, brass C-hubs. You're not going to be able to see that. Maybe. Maybe. Oh, well, I'm small anyways. But you get the point. I've got literally less than... take a super, super general guess that those are like 20 grams or less. No, yeah. 20 grams or less. Not very much extra weighting at all. This is a very great question, Mike. How do you get to the free spool button if it's under the body? So, ideally, with this... Oh, where'd it go? Ideally, with this guy, you're going to have the free spool button. You're going to use a standard dual servo plate, which I think I've got. Here, no. Have it around here somewhere. Okay, well, don't worry. Artist Alec is here. Paint. Okay, so you have a standard winch servo, dual winch servo plate, right? So it's going to look something like this. You're going to have 2 mounting holes, right? Like that, and like, control copy, control paste. Okay, fine. I'll draw another one. It's fine. Right? You're gonna be like that. And then from the side, like if you're looking at it from the side, when you mount your winch, right, your winch is going to be mounted like this, okay? But it's going to be, so here's like where your winch is, and here's where your steering is. So when you mount your winch, this is your winch from the side, this is the plate, okay? And the free spool button is going to be facing down. So it's going to be like right here, right? If we could look through the metal, or if we could look through whatever material, because this is going to be like plastic or whatever. But the free spool button is right there, so it's hanging through this hole. So you can actually reach underneath your truck, and then you can use that free spool button from the bottom. JD, I have been meaning to get back to you about the Capra flat skid, but we have not been able to print it yet. We have been dealing with a modicum. Is that a small or a large mount? What's a large mount? I want to describe a large mount. Whatever the large mount is of problems, we've been dealing with a large amount of problems with the 3D printers, so we have not been able to do it yet. But we are going to, and then I broke the Capra. It's like second or third. Yes, Mike, you are welcome. Modicum's a good word, man. But we are going to test it out still. We have not gotten around to testing it yet. That is, I meant to shoot you an email back just letting you know that we have not tried it out yet. So I will definitely be sliding into your DMs all day long once we actually get to test it out. But now we've got a broken axial Capra axle housing that we've got to fix, and a few other things, and we have so many other projects on the table right now. We've got the budget build coming, which we've got parts for the budget build finally. We got a Hobby Wing 1080, and we got a, I guess we don't need to be looking at my, how do you think this diagram, happy diagram? Mike says he will print it today. Dude, look at that. Look at that. We're making progress. Mike, did you get your thing? Did you get it fixed? Let me know. Am I crazy? I thought there were issues. Either way, I could steal. Well, I don't know if I want to risk it with how many issues you've been having, Mike. But I could steal or even buy because you have so much. If you don't think you're going to go through it all, if you have any colors of PLA Plus that you don't want or you don't think you're going to be using time, you're going to be able to use in time, let me know and I will buy a roll from you, and then I'll start printing some PLA Plus over here because we need to get, we are starting to, I remember having a conversation with you a week or two ago, Mike, where we were talking about Crawlin by the Fire and I said it was so far away, and you said it's going to come up really quickly, and now I feel like it's coming up really quickly, and we have a lot to do and a very little amount of time to do it in. So we got to get the budget build up and running and ready to go and tuned and dialed, new tires for it, new wheels for it. I can't show it on stream yet. I'm sorry, guys, but we got to get that all ready to go before Proline by the Fire happens. We got to get the Capra fixed before By the Fire. We got to get rock lights on the comp rig before By the Fire. Now I know I got to get a low profile servo winch for the Proline by the Fire. Man, I got a whole lot of things to do. If I can, I am going to try, well, I don't know if I want to give that secret away yet. We're going to keep that close to the chest. But PLA Plus is just easier to print with. How's it going? Dad's RC Workbench. Appreciate you joining. But I think that PLA Plus is easier to work with than PETG. PETG is a little bit harder to print with. So I don't know. Could be sixes. I haven't printed enough with either to know for sure. I know that both PLA Plus and PETG are way easier to work with than ABS plastic. But yeah, PLA Plus, lower temps than PETG. PETG, you're going to be using higher temps. PETG does tend to warp kind of like ABS a little bit more than PLA Plus does. So with PETG, your bed adhesion is going to be a little bit more of a troublesome issue or troublesome area as well. But it all is very, very dependent on what you are printing, what you're printing with, what type of results you're looking for. There's a lot of different things to consider when we're talking about what types of 3D printing filaments to use. Use the PETG pretty easily. Yeah, I mean, it's all... And when we say easily, like I don't know how much you print, right? Like I know some people. I know Mike that's in here right now. He prints hundreds of hours every single month, like tons and tons and tons of hours. He's printing almost all the time, and with that, we have found that PLA Plus seems to play a little bit nicer than PETG. If you're just doing a few prints every month, then maybe PETG is fine, but it seems like PLA Plus has worked really well. Okay, so for anyone that was curious, I was just explaining how the free spool button on this guy right here, the Boom Racing Muscle Winch, how that would work, because it does. I totally understand how it doesn't make a whole lot of sense when you look at a free spool button that's on the winch itself, and you wonder how is that going to work if I mount the winch inside the body. But hopefully you are using a dual servo mounting plate like this, where the free spool button can actually hang down underneath the truck, and then you just reach down underneath. I think that is a super, super brilliant idea, and all winch servos should have that. That's just my thought. I don't know. It's just my thought. So I haven't even really gotten through the current events, but I was just going through what has been purchased in terms of new parts for this particular week of our scene. And I was moving on to the budget build. I'm going to throw a Hobbywing 1080 into the budget build because Hobbywing 1080s are fantastic. If you go away, there we go. If you have never used a Hobbywing 1080 and you are in the market for a inexpensive and very, very awesome and durable and just all around great ESC, Hobbywing 1080. I definitely would recommend that. Unfortunately, we had to get another Spectrum receiver. Freaking $65 for a receiver. So I don't know if anyone caught the live stream with Scumbag RC and West Desert Wheeler that I did on Instagram on Thursday night, but I may be sold on a Noble. I might switch everything over to a Noble. That's one of the secrets that I was going to keep close to my chest during this live stream, but I'm going to throw it out there. I think we're going to switch the whole fleet over to Noble. I just don't know if I'm going to be able to get that to happen in time for By the Fire. If I could, that would be so nice, because then it just cuts down on the amount of crap you got to bring. And if you're traveling, like 10 hours or 8 hours, it's nice to bring less crap. And also the Noble is just so good. Bedweld is great. I've actually bought some filaments that have just come with this disappearing glue, quote unquote. That's literally what they call it. But it is like, see if it'll actually focus. I'm not here. Find the glue. Find the glue. Find the glue. Be really look at that. I've had a couple of spools of filament come with this disappearing glue stuff. This is just super cheap, like Elmer style glue stick, but it clears, or it clears. It dries clear. You throw it on just like normal glue stick, and then when you are cleaning your bed, after you're done with your print, right? You print, it sticks amazingly. It adheres to the bed just like you expect it to, because you're using some sort of bed adhesion material. And then when you go to clean this stuff off of your bed, you know that your bed is clean when your paper towel or whatever you're using stops turning purple. So that's kind of nice. You know that you have your glue 100% off. That just makes sure that your bed surface stays really, really clean, really, really nice and clean. And you can get that purple disappearing stuff. That you can get that for like $1. You can probably get it at the dollar store. The straight axles from Vanquish look sweet. I am pretty excited that they have released the straight axle version of the axles, obviously, that came on the VS410 Phoenix Portal. I mean, we talked about this in the live stream on Thursday as well, but it was obvious when they named the VS410 Vanquish Phoenix Portal Edition. It definitely made us all think that they were coming out with the straight axle edition sooner rather than later. So pretty stoked on that. And what's more exciting about that, in my opinion, is the fact that in the next couple of months they should be releasing those axles separately, as they always do, which is sweet. That's definitely going to be a part that I'm going to be looking for in the future. And now that we've got a few more people in here, anyone that's interested in throwing their 10 cents in or their 2 cents in for what metal axles I should be swapping to on the Capra, let me know. Oh, yeah, the bed weld that you use. Layer near. Yeah, so this stuff, layer near. Let's see. How much is that, though? Is it expensive? Not really. I mean, considering how many times you can use this bottle. This is 4 fluid ounces for 20 bucks. And it's going to last a while. So layer near, LAYERNEER, layer near bed weld. For anyone that's interested, we'll, someone last time when I went to Amazon was like, whoa, dude, don't go to Amazon. We can see all of your, like, personal information. But I mean, like, you can see, like, if I clicked on that, you could see my address. Oh, I'm not even signed in right now. Never mind, you can't see anything. Lol. But you could see, like, my like, zip code. Good luck, like, all right. If you're going to do something with my zip code, then I deserve it. But layer near. Layer near is where it's at. That's definitely a good solution as well. It's not as, I don't know that it's as cheap as a glue stick, but, yeah. Still a pretty good option. GT5 is a great controller. GT5, for anyone that hasn't used one of these guys before, these are a fantastic controller. The reason that I use this on just one of my trucks, and I use this on most of my trucks, this is the first controller that I switched to from a stock controller, in part because some of my trucks already had Spectrum electronics in it, and I just kind of knew the brand. This is the DX5 Rugged, right? DX5, yeah, DX5 Rugged. This is not a bad controller, I wouldn't say, but it's not a great controller. But once you sink like a few $100s into these bad boys, you will know the pain of finding a better controller, right? Like once you commit, and you go down a road with one of your trucks or with multiple of your trucks, with like 3, 4, 5 trucks, we're talking about, this is $65 a pop. So 65 times 5, right? We're talking about like over $300 in friggin' receivers. And then you're like, oh, actually, I like this better. You know, like, what am I supposed to do with that information? Switch everything back over? Sell all the receivers? It's a big endeavor to be like, oh yeah, I like this controller more, like I'm just gonna switch over to it. So I've been playing around with this guy on the Capra for some time now. For the longest time on the Capra, I was just using the DX5, and I really hated the way that the DX5 did the 4-wheel steer, because all you have are these, you know, you've got like momentary switches, and then you've got like these rocker 2-position, I guess 3-position, but they're like 3-position default to the middle. I don't even know, like a toggle switch type of deal. Not a toggle switch, because it doesn't stay in position. But yeah, these are not good for all-wheel steer. So if you're trying to do all-wheel steer, then obviously this will stick out to you as a great option, because you have these knobs up here, and you can set your rear axle to one of these knobs, and then, you know, you're driving, you're using your thumb and you're using the knob, and it feels way more natural and normal. So that's why I originally switched to the GT5. I've come to quite enjoy the GT5, actually. It's become there are definitely a lot of issues with it. There are a lot of kind of pains, but one of the pains is it's a lot less efficient on AA batteries than the Rugged is. So I've been going through AA battery. Now I've got 2 controllers that are going through AA batteries. So I'm going through AA batteries like a mother. And we need to solve that problem. And so part of that, part of the going to the FlySky Noble is solving the, like, going through 100 AA batteries in like a 2-month period. We need to That's absurd. So if we switch everything over to the Noble has all of the good features of the GT5. It doesn't have the durability of the Rugged, but I mean, it is what it is. Like, I'm not like hucking my controller across the course or anything like that. As long as I don't eat it, right? Like, as long as I'm not like face first on the rocks, then usually my controller is in pretty good shape too. Although this thing has been beaten up a little bit. I've like fallen and put all my weight onto like this part of the controller, and it has been totally fine. So it is rugged. I will give it that. But I think we're to a place where we need to consolidate down to one remote system, and I think the Noble is the solution. You can get the milliamp hour, or like a small milliamp hour, like a 1300. I was talking to someone yesterday that was saying that they were able to fit a slightly bigger one into the, and it was a pain. It was not easy for them to do, but they were able to fit like a slightly bigger LiPo pack into this. You just need the JST connectors. You can't use your standard, right? Like, no, most of us don't have LiPos with JST connectors hooked up to them. But if you do, then you are in luck, because you can throw a LiPo into the GT5. So I think I'll probably either I will be doing that as a stopgap, put the LiPo in here. I will say, FlySky, great job with all these controllers, but why the hell do you have different receivers for every single one of these controllers? Why can't I like switch over to FlySky, right, by switching all of my receivers over and just use this controller until I wait to get a Noble? I can't do that. If I switched all of my trucks over to this controller, then if I wanted to go up to a Noble, then I would have to switch all my receivers again to all the receivers that work with the Noble. I don't think I'm wrong on that, and that seems crazy to me. Like, at least with the Spectrum stuff, there's a little bit of uniformity there. So, yes, Amazon 2-pack for the GT5. You can get a 2-pack of LiPos that work for the GT5 off of Amazon for super cheap. Definitely the way to do it. Then you don't even have to cut and clip and solder or clamp or crimp any of your own battery wires, which, unless you're comfortable, unless you know what you're doing, please do not do that. If you know what you're doing, then that's totally fine. I only say that because I worked in a radio shop for a really long time, and I've seen some stupidity with high voltage LiPo packs before. So don't be stupid with high voltage LiPo packs, please. But if you know what you're doing, you can convert smaller LiPos to fit in here. If you don't know what you're doing, you can just get them off of Amazon for pretty inexpensive. Just going to catch up with all you guys' comments here. GT5 is excellent for the SCX24s and TRX4. Yes, absolutely. This is a great controller, guys. And this is like the controller to beat right now, in my opinion, or one of them for sure, because it is priced right. It feels good in the hand. It's got like some rubberized grip to it. It's got, got the skeleton design to really, lightweight. It's got a lot of great features, and it's very simple, very easy to use, relatively speaking. And besides the battery, going through batteries like a mother, which you can fix that by going to LiPos. Great controller. Definitely would recommend that for anyone who's looking for a controller. How do you store your LiPos? Store them in a LiPo safe bag, like a fireproof or fire resistant LiPo bag. You can store them in metal ammo boxes. Just make sure that you remove the seal, like what Ryan's talking about. If you are going to store batteries, which, if you can't tell, I do store batteries in here. If you're going to store batteries in a metal ammo can, for the love of God, make sure that it can vent, right? Make sure that it is not airtight. If you make a if you put a bunch of batteries in an airtight ammo can, if you put a bunch of batteries in an airtight ammo can and you and one of them vents, it's foreseeable that many of them would vent, and you have just become a victim of your own frag grenade or box bomb. So don't do that. You can also just use the lipo-safe bags. They're soft bags. If you're going to use a soft bag, make sure that you're not putting your lipos anywhere where they're going to be impacted heavily. So like if you're on a hike or something like that and you're using a lipo-safe bag, make sure that you're not like sitting on it or swinging it around and hitting it on everything, especially in places where the bag could be pierced by like a tree branch or something like that. Be careful, because you do not want to have a lipo vent on you. Or if you have a lipo vent, you would probably rather have that lipo be contained. Yeah, the bags can still catch fire. They're not fireproof. They are fire resistant. The idea is you're going to know. Like if one of your batteries is venting, you are going to know. And if you are smart, you will put as much distance in between you and anything you care about. Or you will put as much distance between that lipo bag or that lipo that is venting and anything that you care about. So if something's venting and you have a lipo in a lipo bag, at least you can kind of just like toss the lipo bag off away from you. Or if it's in your home or something like that, the idea is not that it's going to prevent any and all damage. It's going to prevent catastrophic damage from happening, right? It's going to make sure, or it's going to hopefully prevent your house from like burning down. It's not necessarily going to stop all the damage. Mike, I don't know if you're out of here, but if you are, I got the peace sign. But it was very good seeing you here. Noble Pro, you know what? Haven't looked into the Noble Pro or is the Noble Pro just the... Am I just missing oh, no. Yeah, no. I'm not going quite that far. The Noble Pro is really nice. I was thinking the Noble, I believe it's the NB4. But the Noble Pro. See, but spending $500 on a transmitter... I cringed when I spent like $230 or $220 on this thing. That was too much money. Maybe it was less than that, but it was still like too much money. $500 for a Noble Pro. It does still have... We'll look into it. We'll have a whole... Maybe we'll do a whole live stream. Like there literally could be a whole live stream on controllers just by itself. Okay, so that is more or less the parts that have been purchased. I've got, this wasn't purchased, but this was gifted to me. Thank you very, very, very much, Mike, for the motor that will be going into the Capra. This will be going into the Capra to replace the super, super burned out stock motor. It's just a nice little Tekken brushed. I guess I could point it the right way so you could actually see what it says. So we're going to throw this guy. We're going to throw this guy into the Capra, but we need a axle housing as well. So I'm probably going to tackle all of that at once. We do also have some new axial axles sitting on the bench right now. These are waiting for a secret project. So you guys, the channel will be seeing the secret project soon, but not yet. But these are for a secret project, so this is another part that was purchased recently, not this week, but very recently, and we've got a whole lot of parts coming together very quickly, so I'm pretty excited. This project is coming along very well, and we're going to start putting it together, and we will do that on either a stream or in a video, so stay tuned for that. That's going to be coming soon. I don't know if you guys want to take any guesses based on seeing this axle, what you think I'm going to be building with this. If you could just base your guess on an axle. I mean, everyone knows what this axle is, so. So we'll find out if anyone can guess it. I'm probably not going to tell you if you guess it right. Ryan, why do you not like the AR-45 straights? I'm kind of curious. I'm open to any feedback, suggestions, anything like that about different axles. I don't consider myself to know or to have enough driving time to be able to have a definitive opinion on any of these axle types. I'm still in the phase. I'm like almost a year into this hobby, and I'm still in a phase of just trying to be a sponge, guys. I'm trying to just soak up all the information, anything that we can find out about what works better, what doesn't work, trying to experience more things and formulate my own opinions on them. That's where I'm at. A base camp. It is not a base camp. That has definitely been popular lately. Base camps have definitely been popular. Ooh, you know what? That's a very good topic. That's a very good topic. We could pop on that for just a second. Mike, yes, you know all. You know all. Not enough caster, and I can get more steering with the AR-44. You know what? That's fair. And that. So something that I learned that I need to fix. Something I learned that I need to fix on this truck. It's going to be very hard to perceive. But they are. It's going to be very hard to perceive, but Cameron told me that he noticed on my comp truck yesterday when we were comping that my front tires are just ever... Yeah. They're just ever so slightly towed inwards, which is not what you want. For really, really good tight steering, you want a slight outwards toe. So I'm going to have to fix that on this guy. We're not, it's not atrocious, but with the slack in the hubs, I need to replace these hubs too. There's too much slack in the hubs. Like I know that could, like, there's slack everywhere in the system, but I can perceive it here in person, and the hubs have too much slack in them. They are worn down. Should I just tell them? G-shot is close. That's a close guess. Not quite, though. Not doing a G-shot. Too popular. Too many people doing G-shots. I am not going for the Rock Pirates chassis this time around, but that is definitely, it's definitely something that's in the works right now. So, someone was talking about covering this. This guy, the Interceptor. Who has not seen this yet? I feel like everyone's probably seen the Interceptor. But if you haven't, guys, this is rad. I got to see an Interceptor. I don't want to spoil any future videos, but I got to see an Interceptor run yesterday on course on some very, very difficult courses. I didn't get any actual comp runs, did I? Maybe I did. Yeah, I did. So I did get some comp runs. I also got some extra footage. Either way, I have a lot of footage coming from the Interceptor chassis. I think that this is a very, very awesome design, and we will be covering it more in depth. But I'm just a big Rock Pirates fanboy, and I think that that it looks really cool. I think that it works. I mean, look at how well it works with that Rock Pirates bed. Oh, oof. So good. Looks so good. I'm personally quite impressed with both the performance, the looks of the Interceptor chassis. I think that it is a bit ironic. It's like the whole and we talked about this on the Thursday night live stream, but it's a bit ironic that it's like the whole, you know, make C channels great again with Rock Pirates parts. And then they go out and make a flat rail chassis. Just saying. But it is great. It is a great chassis. So can't complain that they released it. Can't complain that it's under $100. It's not bad. It's not bad. We're going to have to do some more testing. We're going to have to play around with it a little bit more. We'll have a more in-depth conversation about this soon. Because I don't want to say anything without knowing for sure. But definitely, if you guys are looking for another option for a flat rail chassis, I would definitely recommend checking out this Rock Pirates guy here. I have been a fan for quite a while now. I don't want to say a long time because I haven't even really been crawling for a long time, but I've been a fan for quite a while now of the Rock Pirates parts. The setup for their towers is just awesome. And obviously they know it and they're integrating it here, and it works really, really well. So Rock Jock Titan. This is a big website. Can I search? Okay. Now, see, I'm still thinking that this feel like that is going to provide you with a few more options. I do like the lower holes going up. Yeah, interesting. That does look like a pretty sweet design. And for $50, hard to beat. An interesting shout out. Thank you, Raymond. Oh, wait, Raymond? Who said this? Matthew. Thank you, Matthew. Do you have personal experience with this chassis? If so, how is it? Let us know. I did see Rocky Point mentioned that we could take a look at his recent run. If you guys aren't subbed to Rocky Point, definitely recommend doing so. He's got some awesome RC crawling content. I know a lot of people tell me that they just watch my videos without sound because I'm not why they're coming to the video. They're coming to the video to watch the truck run. If you're coming to the video to watch the truck run, Rocky Point crawlers, guys. Is this the one here? He said that he got first. I need a run to review. I put up my first place run for my last comp. I'm guessing. Let's just take a look. Let's just enjoy. I don't know what music are you using, dude. We're gonna do that just in case. Well, here, let's do this. Ba, 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 ba. There we go. Now we have music here. Okay, he did say it was on Sunday. He said it was a Sunday comp, right? Oh, he didn't say Sunday. But guys, this videography is so killer. We actually have some, I don't know who it was. Someone yesterday at the Cash Comp brought some super, super cool custom cut carbon fiber roof racks for comp style roof racks. So we may have some like Slut and potentially like some High Noon Hobby or some other roof racks that are compatible with G-spots. Might have some on the website soon. We'll see. There's two different Titan chassis. This is the one by Rockjock RC, and the first one came from TGH, and it's made for Element. Okay, okay. The Pork Belly LCG? Never even heard of it. All three chassis I mentioned I have no experience with. I do have plenty of TGH and G-Speed, but I do try to keep my options open. Nice, okay. Clint made the pork bellies? Huh. The music on this video could be... Oh, wow, that was probably really loud. Sorry, guys. The music on this video could be way better than what we're listening to right now, so I do apologize if I'm ruining your video, Rocky Point Crawlers, but yeah. Oh, he's even got like, he's got recaps. Wait. What did that say? Oh, that's a tough spot. Missed the first half, but you start flat where the other truck is and work yourself over. Oh, so you start over on that right-hand side and you have to hang gang your way over? How the heck are you going to make your way up that? Oh, that's so nasty. Look at that drive shaft just literally right on the rock. He is working his way over. Like, he's making it further and further to the driver's side right now. Barely. It's like barely hanging on. Oh. Okay, there's more bite there. He just fell into like a hole. Oh, is there a little opening right where he just got? It almost looks like there's like a little V-notch type of deal in the breakover. Yeah, that's his spot. That's his opportunity. Wow. Okay, that was pretty sweet. That was pretty cool. I believe it was Kyle. Yep. Kyle that made those like super cool cut carbon fiber roof racks. I got to get in touch with him. This is a really cool looking area. Ooh, we got the G-shot. Doing work. Doing work. Oh, and those are the... I'm pretty sure that those wheels are banned by Sorka. Aren't they? Are those the ruptures? Image coming soon. You had an image up here, though. Yep. Not those ones. Not those ones either. Where'd he go? Yeah. I think those are. Those are some sweet tires. I actually want to try out some of those ruptures on the Axial Capra. Great video work. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's a flippy little hard body you got there, boss. Ooh, oh man, I remember when my Phoenix looked that good. It's about new body time for the Phoenix. It's seen its better days. It's gotten pretty beat. Oh, that's a pretty good looking crew right there. Got a good turnout. Oh, that rock is super interesting. I just love looking at different types of rock, different styles of rock. Matthew, thank you. Thank you. You are awesome. Y'all are so awesome for tuning in here. I really appreciate y'all hanging out with me this Sunday. This is one of my highlights of the week, getting to hang out with everyone live. I spend so much time making videos, and it's kind of it can become a grind to make edited videos. But this is really just like a way for me to relax, enjoy some time with you guys, and I really look forward to it. So I really appreciate all you guys hanging out with me. Okay, fair. The Phoenix has held up better than your budget build, Kenny. New bodies for Proline? Maybe it's time. If anyone is familiar with Shrink RC, he does the hard body mounts. For the longest time, I wanted to do a Phoenix with a hard body on it. Is it time? I know, then it won't match the Phoenix chain gang, though. So, I don't know. Can I do that? Am I allowed? Oh, I was just thinking about getting a body painted by Donut Boy RC. This comp body has seen better days. For sure. And it's just about time, I think. I don't want to like totally break this body. I would rather, maybe I just go until it totally breaks. But I'd like to hang this body on my wall. This is like my first real comp body that I have put a lot of hours on driving. And the next one, I was thinking about getting sent off to Donut Boy RC to have him do a fancy paint job on one of my bodies as well. That would be pretty fun. But there's some fun in doing it yourself too that I also like, but I don't know. We'll see. I can't afford to get a Phoenix and a comp rig painted by him in a short period of time. It would be one or the other. Kenny's getting a new body soon. Very nice. Yeah, right? Kenny, exactly. Literally, I wish I had the money for that. Like, I could do one body with Donut Boy, and that's about it, probably. The kinetic winch, the stretchy winch. Oh, wait. Oh, okay, he was a little too close to that far cone. I'm so confused. Did he use it to back down? I wasn't paying attention. Oh, he had to get through it, and then okay, I see. I now understand. I should just watch the video. Stop asking questions. Well done. Oh, nails it. Gotta love that, dude. You're like filming a sick line, and then the guy's like, I gotta get a better view of this line. And you're just like, then you're just filming some sick legs. Nice. Are you like, is this guy all manual focusing all of this? Like, I'm not ripping on him. Like, it looks really good, but it looks like super, super shallow depth of field. Like you're filming on like a 50 mil, like 1.8 lens, and you're like manual focusing it, which just seems like it would be so hard to do. Like, I really like the depth of field, the shallow depth of field. Looks good, but it looks like it takes a lot of work to film. Okay, that was a nice little flow. Oh, man, he should have just taken a tiny bit more time with that one. He had that. Okay, using the stretchy winch, using that dynamic. Mike, what's it called? Not dynamic. There's a real name for it. It's what the Yankum ropes use. Oh. Hey, like a cat. I have yet to see a gatekeeper in a kinetic. Kinetic. There it is. Both of you guys. I say dynamic. I'm a rock climber. It's the same thing. A dynamic rope and a kinetic rope, turns out they are the same thing. Not really. They aren't really. Don't look that up. I'm wrong about that. Doing pretty well. Doing pretty well. I have not seen a gatekeeper in a 10 gate comp, which is kind of ironic. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think they're too competitive. They're very fun rigs to watch. Cameron has his leaf springed gatekeeper, which I am quite a big fan of. If you guys didn't see the reel, oh, that's Taylor that has the leaf springed one. Yeah, Taylor has the leaf spring one. I'm a big fan of the leaf spring gatekeeper, for sure. Cameron also has a gatekeeper, and if you haven't seen the reel that I posted on Instagram today, I definitely recommend checking that out, because that gatekeeper did some impressive things. That looks super mossy right there, like slick. Yeah, pulling the winch. I think that's probably a good call. This gate got 95% of us. Yeah, it just wants to see. Now, if I was to do that, I would have winched. He doesn't. Oh, he does. Does he have a G-spot? Dude, if you've got a G-spot, you've got this line for days. Right? Am I crazy? Right? If, in my opinion, I wouldn't want to winch up where especially if this is not the first run that they've seen go up this. Like, if they've seen a couple people go up this is a pretty simple solution, right? Like, you're at you're going up a steep angle, but you're also on a nasty side hill on moss that's trying to push you into the gate on the driver's side. So in my mind, what you would want to do, and maybe he didn't do it because you can't do a kinetic around a G-spot as well, but it looks like he's got a G-spot. And for any of you guys that don't know, that's just the like a winch spool or a bearing or something that you can run, or just a screw that you can run your winch around on the top. And you can angle it and do different things with it, right? But if you have if you've got a point on the top of your truck, I would run the winch from my nose to that point, out to the passenger side from that point, and I'd probably stick my winch post like behind this cone, like right in here. I don't know, maybe they only have the lower winch hook and they don't have a higher winch hook. On our winch sticks for our competitions, we have a lower and a higher winch hook. So you could hook your winch up to the higher hook, and that's what I would do in this scenario. I'd do around the G-spot off to the passenger side and have the winch stick behind this cone here and go to the high hook. Try to keep pressure on the passenger side tires and try to keep me from sliding down into that lower gate. I don't know. Am I crazy? Like, yeah, I don't know if you guys are seeing something different, but that's what I would do. Right, because here he's pulling himself forward, but he's sliding to the driver's side and he hits the gate. So, solution to that is you still need tension to give yourself the grip that you need to get up. The only truck I saw clear. Oh, here's the gate. Is this the gate? Is this the same gate as before? Wait. Yes. Okay. Yes! Yes! Oh, dude, he's doing exactly... This is vindication. Oh, this is such vindication. You can claim that I pre-watched that, but I did not. Yep. Yep. Oh, see, it's sketchy, but you can do it. Oh, man. I'm so happy. Oh, he had to... Yeah, you can't. You need to get yourself a little higher up. There you go. Hey, I might not be the greatest driver, but I can see the line, right? I can see it. Don't tell me I can't see it. I might not be able to hit it, but I can see it. Nice. Nice. Now, here's the... Does it keep enough tension to get him up and over the cone right here? Oh, why you gotta do that? Yeah, it did. Oh, guys. I'm feeling happy that I called that one. Ooh. What happened there? Just fell. He just fell off the... I don't know why he turned so sharp driver. Realize that when you're on a side hill like this, if you make a sharp turn with your front wheels, your rear axle is going to follow, right? It's not going to follow like it would like you're just driving around a corner on a flat road. Like if you turn your tires downwards, your rear axle in that exact moment is going to fall downwards, which is exactly what he experienced here. That's unfortunate. After just getting through that other gate so well. Guys, whew, wow, it's 1:30 already. How are we all feeling? We feeling good? Feeling good? We'll finish this video off. We'll call it after we finish this video off. I only meant to go to 1. It is 1:30. But I've thoroughly enjoyed myself today. Oh, his windshield has eyes. I just noticed that. That's so great. And the backflip through the gate, of course. Can he self-right? He does. Very nice. All right, we got a lot of leg shots here. I know the feeling. I know the sensation. This is how I know for sure that you're filming on like like a static 50 mil or something though, because you're having to be pretty far back. I don't know. Maybe you're just trying to be nice and you're not trying to get up in people's faces. That would be very kind of you. I am not that way. I very much like him in people's faces. Mike can tell you that much. Boy, these gates are thin. Very thin gates. Ooh. Nice. So, gate must be dead afterwards. There's no way he would have done that after getting progress through like that. Nice. Or is it like are you filming on like an iPhone and it's like putting like fake? No, because when you do that right there looked like an actual focus pan. I don't understand. What are you filming with? I think I already asked you, but I forgot. I'm so confused now. Nice. Nice. All right. All right. Ooh, this is a nasty looking one. So you got this first bench you got to make your way up, which doesn't look too hard. But then here, yeah, okay, so that's what I'm seeing. Favor your driver's side, get the hook. Ooh, that's one of those super satisfying lines that looks harder than it is. Although the exit's not easy. Boy, his truck has weighted very, very well. That breakover was no problem. Side hill breakover, no problem at all. Stayed planted the whole time. Can I make a suggestion? Is this going to be this much? No, I'm not going to. Never mind. Carry on. They do have an upper hook. That's an interesting move. I don't know, was that a winch reposition right there? Huh. That's so he went around kinetic winch. He went around the bottom of the bumper, over the axle. Interesting. And maybe that wasn't a winch reposition. Maybe it was just trying not to get the kinetic line stuck in the tire. Huh. Interesting move. I'll take it. Boy, that was fun. That was a fun one. Thank you, Rocky Point Crawlers. I don't know if you're still here, but I appreciate the recommendation. We'll definitely throw a like down on that one, guys. If you're not familiar, Rocky Point Crawlers on YouTube, definitely check them out. It's got some sweet content. Boy. See? Look at this. Top comment. You need some Pro-Line tires. Well, I've got them now, don't I? Guys, this was super fun. This was a really fun time. This was a great Sunday stream. I didn't really get to talk about any one particular topic, and I didn't stay on any particular topic for very long because my brain was in super distracto mode today. But I still had a good time, and it seems like hopefully you guys Had a good time too. What body am I using on which build? Is it gonna? Are you talking about on my comp? Like if I replace my comp body, which one I would be using, or are you talking about on the secret build with the 10-3 axles? Yeah, we didn't really do much wrenching today. We did I fixed one body post, so we can say it was a wrenching and hanging stream. It was just heavy on the hanging, less on the wrenching. Anyone who's interested, let's go back up here. Let's see if it stays on the same source or not. Seems like it. Anyone who's interested in pins and magnets, I'm gonna try to be getting these on the website soon. This is a magnet-backed version. Thank you very much, Sons of Crawl, for your help in procuring these guys at a reasonable cost. And we still have, actually I just got I want to say thank you so much. First off, thank you to anyone who purchased one of the High Noon Hobby patches. We went through a whole order of High Noon Hobby patches. So that is incredible. Thank you. Thank you so much. That means the world to me that you guys, there's a bunch of people out there rocking High Noon Hobby patches. I expected that one order to last a lifetime. So the fact that so many of you came out and showed your support and bought a High Noon Hobby patch, and even more. I mean, you guys, the hoodies up on the website have been selling. I don't know what to say. I'm speechless, but I appreciate all of you guys' support a ton. If you are interested, I don't want you to spend any money you don't have, and I don't want you to put yourself in a bad spot or anything like that. I know the feeling. I've been there. I'm basically there all the time. I don't ever have spare money to spend, but if you do and you're interested in supporting the channel, I really appreciate everyone who's hopped on to the highnoonhobby.com and let's see. Anyone who has hopped on here and purchased a hoodie, a patch, a mug. I've sold a couple of the mugs, whatever it might have been. I really, really, really appreciate you guys doing that. That's above and beyond. If you could, the only thing that I ask of each and every one of you that enjoyed the stream, anyone who enjoyed the stream, please go ahead and leave a like on it. That would mean the world to me, and it's totally free. So thank you very much. We had a great one. I had a great one. I really enjoyed it. I hope that some of you enjoyed it, and if you did enjoy it, and hit thumbs up. Yep, there you go, Raymond. You got it. Hit that thumbs up button. That also helps me. It helps me know that you guys actually enjoy it, and that I'm on the right track, and that I should be doing more stuff like this. And if you hate it, don't hit the like button, obviously. But if you hate it, I don't know why you're here. You probably shouldn't be here, because I'm not gonna. It is what it is, right? There's only so much I can change up. Yep. These patches fit perfectly on the carry-all bags. They fit. Let's do a quick demonstration. These are Velcro backed. You will get the backing. This little piece is included for free. Isn't that crazy? Wait, hold on. You get a Velcro backing for free, dudes. How can you say no? But you're gonna take your High Noon Hobby patch. You're gonna You're going to find an adequate spot on your bag to place said patch. It's got to have a little Velcro, only a little, doesn't need much. And you're going to place your patch on there, and now you're ready to send it, right? Exactly. Just like that. Oh. Still working on the 6x6 wrecker. Love it. Love it. I'm excited to see that. We will catch you all later, guys. Thank you all so much. Even if you don't like it and you're still watching. Yeah, right? Like, if you don't watch it and you're still watching at this point, just hit the like button. All right, guys. Thank you all for tuning in. This was a really fun one. We're going to go out. We're going to hit the trails now. We're going to have some fun doing some RC crawling for the rest of the Sunday afternoon. I hope that you guys have a wonderful rest of your Sunday. We'll see you back here on the channel next time for probably that Friday upload. But until then, y'all have a wonderful, wonderful week ahead of you. I hope it goes great, splendidly. And thank you all for joining the lives. I really appreciate that. I have a ton of fun with these. And if I keep doing more of these, I totally will, because it's a good time. It's a good time. All right, everyone. Great rest of your day. Absolutely. And we'll see you soon. Love you long time.